not rightfully ours. Give back our land, please. You know it's stolen. Australia fair.
Australia Day is a divisive day. Unlike most countries' national days, it's hotly debated as to which day it should be on, with most of the population being unclear as to why it's celebrated on that day at all. That day is January 26th. To Australia's Indigenous population, it's known as Invasion Day and a day of mourning, while to others, it's a day of celebration and national pride. The 26th of Jan 2026 was particularly contentious in the wake of a surge of national pride following the Bondi terror attacks. In Sydney CBD, two polar opposite marches barely missed one another. The Invasion Day rally went from Hyde Park to Victoria Park, while the March for Australia, hundreds of metres away, went from Prince Alfred Park to Moore Park.
After all the massacres that we've endured and the deaths in custody that our people face today. They put hate speech laws in place to apparently protect the Jewish community from anti-Semitism. Where are the laws that can be put in place to protect our people from anti-black racism?
Everybody's welcome to Australia except Islam, because Islam doesn't want to integrate or assimilate. Every other country and culture comes here and they want to be Australians and assimilate into Australia. That's fine. They're welcome. It's the people who like the Islamic culture. They don't want to assimilate. They want to come in and dominate and install Sharia law and cause all sorts of havoc on the Western culture. I'm a patriotic Australia. I love Australia, but I'm trying to get a message across that everybody that sees me, agrees with me and shakes my hand and tells me congratulations and stay safe, because they're scared of my safety because of me showing this sign. That tells you something. That tells you something, that you can't even display a sign like this without Muslims taking offence and wanting to bash you.
The vibes of these protests were very different. The Invasion Day protest was chanting no more deaths in custody, fuck the police, and abolish Australia Day.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police! You hear that, mate?
The March for Australia was chanting send them back, close the gate, and happy White Australia Day at one point.
I love this country!
Send them back! Send them back!
with the brutalisation and possible murder of Aboriginal people.
So me personally, I'm protesting for the country and for Australia, to keep Australia Day intact. You know, I think there you go, send him back. On ya. But yeah, I'm here, you know, to counter the Invasion Day march, because at the end of the day, Australia as a country, no matter your beliefs, your ethnicity or whatever, we should be coming together. Whoever the people of Australia are, some people will disagree on that, but we should be coming together as one. But yeah, I'm just here for the people, man. Here, anti-immigration, you know.
On the 26th of January 1788, the First Fleet arrived in Sydney Harbour, days after landing in Botany Bay. It is here, in Circular Quay, that Captain Arthur Phillipps raised the British flag, officially establishing the colony of New South Wales. Fast forward to 1838, and on that exact same day, at least 40 Indigenous men, women and children are massacred by police and settlers in northern New South Wales. On that exact same day, the first public Australia Day celebrations are held just in New South Wales. Australia Day on January 26 was only a New South Wales thing until 1988, with other states having their own days of celebration. Crucially, for Indigenous protesters and their allies, Aboriginal people marked the day as Invasion Day and a day of mourning before then. As a result, ever since Australia Day has been officially moved to January 26, the day has been marked by debate, tension and protest. One person at the March for Australia rally was allegedly arrested for spreading hate speech after criticising the quote-unquote Jewish lobby. A large part of the chants and banners were dedicated to Joel Davis.
Joel Davis is an Australian nationalist, a former member of the NSN since they disbanded a couple of weeks ago. He's been in Goulburn Supermax for about 3 months after being jailed for using carrier service to menace and harass, which is just like a sheer, blatant violation of freedom of speech there. Although we don't have that constitutionally, unfortunately.
Free Joel Davis!
Yeah, free Joel Davis. But yeah, I don't even think he knows who he is.
A prominent member of the now disbanded NSN, a neo-Nazi organisation in Australia, who was arrested last year for encouraging supporters to rhetorically rape a member of parliament. The battle for Australia Day rages on, but one thing is clear, is that this moment in Australian history is one of the most divided it's ever been.